All right, this is Gene, and this report is current as of Friday the 22nd here. Um, we've got quite a bit of safe ice on Mendota, but it's not all safe. There is an area over by Commodore, Second Point, out in that area, kind of in the middle of that basin, where that it has tried to freeze over a couple of times. Somebody had a little trouble there the other day. They kind of broke it up. So it's an area about the size of a football field, maybe a little bigger, and it's out over deep water. So you definitely want to be cautious on that side of the lake. I'm sure there's plenty of fishable ice over there, but that whole area there is dangerous. Over here on the east side, off of Governor's Island, I've not heard of any issues as far as ice depth goes. There's a couple of heaves that are kind of hard to navigate around some places, but they've been fishing a lot on this side, getting some walleye action, some pike action, both on Dunn's Bar and Governor's Island, and I've heard quite a few catfish this last week showing up too. Panfish on Lake Mendota, a little bit of perch action out off of Governor's Island. I did talk to a couple guys that had 12, 15 fish, but I talked to just as many guys that didn't do well at all. I have heard a little bit of bluegill action over along that University shoreline, but only from one fella. I've talked to several other guys who haven't done well at all or seen a bluegill at all. One guy had a few. Over on Lake Monona, that probably seems to be the best panfish bite in town as far as the bluegills go. Monona Bay and the Triangle have been doing pretty consistent. They've tapered a little bit, but the guys who were fishing early in the morning have still been putting together a decent number of fish at times. Turtle Bay and Squaw Bay have also been producing some bluegill action. The fish tend to run a little bit bigger there, but they seem to have less action there than they do in Monona Bay. Talked to a couple of guys who have been perch fishing on Lake Monona. They've been struggling a bit to get much. They catch a handful, 4 or 5 fish sometimes, but they seem to be real scattered. Lake Waubesa and Mud Lake still seem to be real quiet. I know some guys are tip-up fishing up in that lake farm area. I haven't heard too much. I'm sure they've been catching a walleye or a pike there once in a while. They usually do, but I haven't talked to anybody who's told me that. Kegonsa, I have been getting some reports of a bit of a perch action out in the lake there, and I did have somebody tell me they caught a few crappies and some bluegills recently too. I don't know where that action was. The perch that tend to be out toward the middle of the lake. You can see the guys out there, and there's a good 10, 11 inches of ice out there right now. They're running four-wheelers all over Kegonsa, Waubesa. You can run on Monona, and a large part of Mendota, but that area we talked about, you definitely want to stay clear of. That's about all I got here locally, and I haven't heard much going on anywhere around the area either. Pretty quiet. Give me a call here at the store at 608-241-4225 and get the latest update. Thanks, guys. Bye.